Welcome to this week's Market Bite. I'm Desire Rouse, and today I'm here with Martha from Alpha Mortgage. We are going to talk about first-time home buyers. And a lot of home buyers, when they get in contact with a realtor, they're not pre-approved, and that is the first step that kind of gets skipped. So they start looking in a direction that may not be for them or something that is possibly out of their price range. And that is where Martha comes in, where she's able to guide them and let them know what is a good price range for them, payment wise as well. A lot of people focus on that.
Basically, what we do, and Desiree are working on a client right now who's a first-time buyer. She usually meets with them and kind of goes over the home buying process with them and calls me and has me talk to them. And I try and figure out first, what are you comfortable paying monthly? When you pay your bills every month, how much can you afford for your housing expense? Because a lot of people are like, what's the max I'm approved for? But it's important, especially on your first home, to make sure that it's in your monthly budget. You're not house poor and eating ramen.
Yes.
You want to make sure that you are comfortable, that you can afford it, that everything is good. And Alpha's got a couple programs for first-time buyers. With our conventional loans, first-time buyers can put down as little as 3%. So that can definitely save some money. We also have some down payment assistance programs where we can give you up to $15,000 for your down payment and closing costs.
Wow.
Yeah, so
that's great.
Depending on the price point, that $15,000 sometimes covers everything, and the first-time buyer doesn't have to bring any money to the closing table. So another thing that we can do is if there's some credit issues, Alpha's more than happy to kind of go over credit and how we can get it up and get to the point where you can buy, if it's something that they want to do and they just need to get from here to there.
Right.
So
That's great that you guys do that, because a lot of people have overextended themselves, and when they're in the need to purchase a home, they don't realize that their ratio is off. So that's great that you guys are able to help them get that corrected so they're able to purchase their first home.
Yeah. And we say that the pre-approval is the most important part, because we don't want Desiree showing them a house they fall in love with and find out they can't afford it, because there's nothing worse than home heartbreak. There's just not. So
that is absolutely right.
We want to make sure that everybody's expectations are there, that they're comfortable, and that they can find a home, within their price point.
Yes, that's very, very important, because we have run into cases where people think they can afford X dollars and then they cannot, and then they're looking in a lower price range, and then they're very disappointed because they kind of set their bar a little on the high side, and then they're not able to work that out.
And another thing that we have is Alpha's got a lot of reading material on this, which I know reading about mortgages is very boring, but it has tips on here on how to make a budget, how to plan for your home, things to look for like home inspections, and how to pick a good agent, which you could just go with Desiree and you'll be safe. But there's a lot of information in here, which of course they can call us as well. And we're more than happy to help.
And it's very important too, when you work with Martha, she has a very small team. So you won't be talking to a bunch of different people. You're basically in contact with her or someone within her team. And you never feel like, well, I talked to this person and then there's no communication. There is lots of communication, very on top of working with you, fast responses. It's been amazing. I mean, she's helped several clients of mine, and then my new clients right now, they're new home buyers and a VA, and she's been amazing, great contact, quick responses. It's amazing.
Another thing to think about when you're a first-time buyer is, are you trying to buy now, in 6 months, a year from now? It's never too early to speak to a lender. You can give me a call at any time and we can go through your real estate goals, what you want to purchase, where you want to be. We can go through where you're at financially now, if there's any changes we need to make between now and then to get you where you want to be, in the price point you want to be in. If you need credit help, if we need to get that a little bit situated. So it's never too early to call the lender, even if you're, 6-12 months out. We can get you on track. We can hook you up with an agent who can start helping you kind of see what neighborhood you want to be in and just get the process started. You don't have to call the day that you're trying to buy the home. You can call at any time.
Right. And how long does a pre-approval normally last? Like if someone wants to go ahead and get that approval and get in there, How long does that typically
Yeah.
take? Like,
So
is it good for?
yeah, credit reports are good for 120 days, which is just about 4 months. So unless there's a change, a change of job,
Hmm.
buy a new car, something like that, it's good for about 4 months. Now, once we hit that 60-day mark, we do usually want to check again, make sure the employment's not changed, the money's not changed. But they are good for 4 months.
Oh,
So
that's great. So
yeah,
that does give you a little bit of time to kind of figure it out, and you don't have to jump right in.
yeah, there's no rush on that end.
Well, thank you so much, Martha, for being here. We
Of
greatly
course.
appreciate all your knowledge,
Thank you for having me.
and we will see you next time. Bye.